Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Exciting stuff. So my newest dropshipping store that I started last week has done over 1,000 in revenue in the past 2 days. And yeah, this is by far my best dropshipping store up to date. I think the biggest change I made that resulted in me going from testing 7 to 8 different products back in this year, March and April, and ending up failing them all, into now starting 2 new stores in September and October, and both of them ended up being profitable. Well, other than the fact that it's Q4 and it's holiday season, which plays a huge impact in the sales, another big reason I think is because I changed up the targeting of my ads. So instead of targeting people that are more unaware of the product, the problem, and the solution, I am now targeting people who are fully aware of everything. They know the problem, what the problem is, they're struggling with the problem, they know what the solution is, and they even know what the product is. And the reason that this does so well is because the audience is a lot warmer. Instead of targeting a cold audience with long form advertorials or voice over UGC ads, it's a lot easier to convert these warm audiences with, let's say, just a static ad with a good headline call out plus a good offer. And I think especially for a beginner who's starting out in dropshipping, or it's a new store, I definitely think that targeting top of funnel or the people who are already aware of the problem, solution, and the product is the way to go. And if you really think about it, especially if you're a beginner and trying to create a long form advertorial, that requires a lot of experience, a lot of copywriting to get it done perfectly. Especially if you, by advertorial I meant VSL, long form VSL. Especially if you're using an advertorial landing page as well, that requires you to get so many pieces of the puzzle correctly in order to warm up the audience as they go through your funnel, and resulting in a higher conversion rate from all of that efforts. But instead, if you're starting a new store and you're testing a product, why go through all that effort, and why not just craft an offer and target people who already know everything? They're already ready to buy the product. They're just waiting for a good offer to hit them for that right product. Although this it's a top of funnel, this is a lot less, I don't know, my grammar's a lot less amount of people that is in this part of the funnel, right? Obviously there's more people that are more just problem aware and not aware of the solution or the product. But even if it's just 100 people, that's enough for you to validate the product, right? That's the whole point of testing a product, is to see if you can validate it and get some initial sales, especially in the first day. So, well, especially now we're in Q4, people are ready to buy. They have their credit cards out and they're looking for what to buy for the holiday season. So especially for us starting a new store, our competitors has done all of the hard work. They have tested all of the angles. They have run hundreds of ads, and they've warmed up that these audiences that we can come in and capture with a good offer. And yeah, that's why I think this is super powerful for if you're starting a new store, is to run static ads. Well, this is one of the ways, but you can also do it in video format. But it's just super easy to whip up a clean looking static ad that's in 9:16 aspect ratio, but making sure that all of the important content fits in the middle square, like the middle portion, so you can crop it in different aspect ratios while preserving all the content. It takes probably less than an hour to make a good static ad. You want to make it look super clean and have a good offer that stands out. It's in very big text, and also you want to have a clean headline as well that calls out the problem. Because if you just run the offer, if your headline is just, let's say, get yours now for 70% off, that could still work. But having having a headline, an alternative headline that aims to introduce the problem once again and spark some emotion will create more resonance with the audience and your product and your offer. So I think that's the best way to test if a product works for you. So make a super clean store, and then launch some static ads. If you're doing calo data, you can rep some calo creatives as well. So have just one campaign, one ad set, especially now with Andromeda, the update. I think I rolled out a few months ago, but with the update, now you don't need that many variations of ads. So you could just have one campaign, one ad set with, let's say, 3 videos from that you ripped from calo data or you made yourself, and then add in 2 different variations of a static ad. So have 2 completely different static ads, not just changing up the headline, but having a different image placement, different headlines, and even a different offer if you wanted to do that. If you wanted to already start testing not different offers, but different ways to word that offer. Yeah. And then once you start seeing some results, once you pick up some sales, you're in the green, then you can keep doing this offer method, keep doing that until you get close to exhausting your audience, exhausting the top of funnel audience. And then you can go one step lower into people who are solution aware, but they don't know about the product. So now what you have to come in and do is just come in with a product, assuming they already know the solution. So all you have to do is come in with a product and educate them that this product is better, will solve the solution, and why it will solve the solution, and why this product will solve their problems better than compared to an alternative product that may be more wide known. And yeah, you could even do comparison charts. Comparison charts work really well for solution aware audience because they already know about all the problems, all the solutions, and all you have to do is compare your product with a well-known product. Yeah. And yeah, once you exhaust that audience, but honestly, solution aware audience, that's already quite a big pool. So that will probably be enough to get you to your 2K, 3K, I don't know, 4K days. And then you can go down below to the problem aware audience. Because if you think about it, a problem aware audience or even a solution aware audience is a huge pool, right? If you have a skincare product, let's say they're struggling with pimples, on the problem aware level, like millions of people struggle, or close to even billions of people struggle with that problem. So that's a huge pool. And the solution aware level is maybe people who know that this specific chemical is the solution to their acne or their pimples. And if this is a maybe not like if it's a not too obscure of a chemical, then even at the solution aware level, you would have millions of people who are in the solution aware category. So I think it's a misconception especially for newer dropshippers, or if you're starting a new store, to dive. This is what I did. I dived straight into even the problem unaware audience, right? Just trying to capture the biggest market possible, because I would naturally think that if I go for the bigger market, all I need to do is capture a very, very small portion of that audience. But heck, it's so difficult, especially if you're doing a new product, because I think the research method we do, or most people do now, is we're basically teaching an AI model the copywriting. We don't actually know the product as well as the AI does. So a lot of the times it's just blindly trusting what the AI is recommending. So in order to get that portion correctly, in order to convert a problem aware or problem unaware audience, it's just so difficult. So yeah, that's what I did before. I started straight with a long form VSL into an advertorial landing page, and that process would take like a whole day or a day or two to make the landing page. I even went over to it was not called ClickFunnels, but it was the funnel building website. I even went there and I built the advertorial, making sure it was responsive mobile desktop, making the VSL like an 8-minute VSL, getting all the B-roll clips, that will take an entire day. And I launched the ads after 3 days of just pure efforts, and it gets no results. Whereas now it's like you make a store in half a day, put some effort into it, craft your social media pages a little bit, buy some followers, make some organic posts, just so when someone checks out your profile, it's not just a blank IG page with 3 followers. That's yourself and your 2 old accounts. Yes, and then make the static ads, right? Make the offers, make your simple videos, and boom, it should take you 1 day to test a product. And if you have a good offer, then that should convert. So now you can use that momentum to either lean more into this offer, a better improved offer, improve your landing page, or transition slowly into the solution aware level. So I think that's the way to test the product now, especially in Q4. So yeah, by the way, I opened a Twitter account, so I'll link it in my channel. So if you want, go there and follow me on Twitter, X. I post some screenshots of my updates sometimes, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.